Sunday morning before the Leafs fight for their very lives and break my heart yet again. Come on, girl. Come on. We're going for a walk. Figure I do this because the auction is actually over, and I've got a lot of stuff. I kind of want to get everything done this morning before noon, and just so I can decompress a little bit. So I'm doing my usual vlog right now as we're kind of going for a bit of a walk here. Come on, girls. I got them on leashes, so it's a lot easier. And usually it's easier with these two, but you never know. Depends what mood they're in. All right, we're gonna cross the street here. Yeah, so the thing is, over here. The thing is, I got the auction done. So, like I said, I'm doing this live now, so I can just kind of concentrate on getting everything boxed up and get everybody informed, and so they can pay up and all that junk and get everything out tomorrow. The whole idea is to get everything out tomorrow. Come on. So I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone and take them for their daily walk, because they need to walk. You know, they get to a certain age, and come on, girls. You know, you just want to make sure that, you know, you keep them good and healthy. So as I was getting things together, and I got everything all boxed up and ready to go, I started working underneath the table, and I found at least 3 or 4 more lots. I'm going to give it a little bit of a break. I'm going to get it all boxed up, and you know, maybe in a week or so we'll have an additional one. Oh God, my sinuses are killing me. I don't know why. It's not a lot of pollen. Come on. And so what I'm going to do is probably have something really small, just to get rid of that extra stuff. And now we can finally start taking that table down. We've started clearing stuff out and making room for things. Oh, I wonder if that place is open yet. And the whole plan is to, you know, get this perfect. So whatever I decide to do, however I decide to do things, you know, it's kind of the way it was when I started in the beginning. I had it all kind of figured out and perfect. And you know, it's a joy to go out there and tape and do live stuff. I've been doing playthroughs and stuff like that, but everything's all over the place, and it's all because of the move, and I just never had the time to really, you know, you have such a little time, as you all know, in life. You know, you never have enough time. Come on, girls. Between jobs and kids and grandkids and wives, errands, and all these other fun things that you do in life, you never have enough time. Never, ever have enough time. You know, this place is really pretty nice. You know, I mean, my poor wife has been dealing with me for a bit. I was not a fan of the farm thing, okay, of moving in and having just one place where everybody is. But my mother-in-law was a lot older, and I promised my father-in-law before he died that I would take care of her, that she would never have to worry about a thing. I swore to him, and you know, when he died, I kind of took over, and you know, I'm the leader of the family here. I'm the one that kind of really keeps everything moving. I make all the tough decisions and stuff like that. Of course, my wife is the queen, and you know, she really has more input than than I do, I think, in some ways. You know, you know how it goes, some of you guys. So when we did this move, I didn't want to move. I liked where I was. I just got the studio squared away. I just got everything where I was really just on a roll, and everything was going in the right direction. I was finally getting better from being sick. And I was starting to find my groove, and, you know, they came up with this cockamamie idea, you know, and, you know, hey, we'll buy 3 houses on this land, and, you know, everybody will have their own home, and blah, 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 and we'll be self-sufficient and things like that. And to be honest with you, I hate it. I hate it. I really do. I'm proud of what we've done, but, you know, sometimes you have to do for the greater good, you know, the betterment of all. You know, you can't put yourself first. You can't be selfish. I've never been a selfish person. So when we, come on girls, you're doing good. So we did this. It wasn't the ideal thing. You know, I kind of liked where I was. It's been a lot of work. And I got sick again, and my son got sick, and then I had to take over stuff that, you know, I was promised I would never have to lay a hand on. But, you know, you do what you have to do. But this area is very nice. The Villages, which is a retirement community, more or less. And we just live a hair on the outside of it, you know, a couple miles from it. And, you know, I get to take the dogs for a nice walk in these really luxurious places. And they don't care. But, you know, in the morning, it's kind of nice just to, you know, kind of process things a little bit. Freddie Bartella. Favorite NBA player? I'm not an NBA guy. As far as NBA, I've always been a Knicks fan. And I think if I had to pick an all-time favorite player, probably would be Patrick Ewing. I mean, that guy, I remember watching him in college and stuff like that. I always liked him, and I liked him on the Knicks. He was a good guy, didn't win anything, but, you know, always just a great guy. And, you know, that's about it. Really? Crows must have followed me here. My daughter's crows. We carted her around yesterday, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how things go, because, you know, since she's gone to the game, she's become a huge Maple Leaf fan, and she loves the Maple Leafs. So we went down to the Florida Mall, and we were down there for a bit. We had lunch, and of course, you know, my girls love to do some shopping, and she found a Maple Leaf sweatshirt. So she bought it, and now she's like wearing it, saying it's going to bring them luck tonight. It's a funny thing, you know. I was telling my friend Steve, the guy who used to own Miniature Market, I said, hey, Steve, I go, someday, LeBron or Mike? Mike. I mean, I don't care about LeBron. Mike was just always great. And hairspray. Good morning, Rob. Will the Leafs do it tonight? Honestly, I don't think so in my heart, because I know how this goes. The minute they won Game 6, I go, oh God, another Game 7. And we're so used to losing Game 7. And Florida's such a good team. You just, beating them 2 times in a row is really a task. I mean, you can win early in the series and win 2 games, but when it's an elimination game, and to beat them 2 elimination games in a row, that's a tough task for anybody. And they are a big physical team. They're well coached. Paul Maurice is a great coach. You know, and a lot of us Leaf fans said, you know, Florida in 6 or 7 doesn't mean that we don't love our team. I mean, I love that team, and I want them to win, and I will be rooting my ass off. But it's going to be hard. I'm hoping. I'm praying we can break the trend. I'm hoping this team is different. I'm hoping we get some more production from the big lines. Nyes might not play today, which could be a really crippling blow to us. So, you know, there's a lot of variables that we've got to figure out and we've got to overcome, because they're going to have something up their sleeve for us. I can guarantee that. And it's not going to be easy. Thoughts on Mike Hawk? Never heard of him. So, you know, we'll see where it goes. We'll definitely see where it goes. That's for doggone sure. Oof. Come on, girl. What are you doing? Oh, you got that thing on your ears. That's why. Yeah, so a lot going on. I'm trying to get a lot done today so I can take it easy and decompress and maybe clear the mechanism before this game tonight, before my stress levels go through the roof. It's funny, I had to go for my annual checkups, and all of a sudden I get this box in the mail, and it's like some stool sample thing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna put my crap in a box and send it someplace. Where did this come from? Because they didn't tell me I had to do that. And what I'm reading the instructions. I mean, it's I mean, you think I was reinventing the wheel. Sucks getting old. It really does. I mean, there's no benefit to it. That's for damn sure. Retirement, my ass. Who gets to retire nowadays? What do you think of your Seahawks this year? I think we're going to suck. I think we're going to be probably one of the worst teams in the league. Even though our schedule isn't pulse pounding, I just don't think, you know, I wonder what's going through this coach's mind, you know, and he must have something in his head. I mean, he was a really good coach for Baltimore, and you know, he's really got a good head on his shoulders, and he did a good job with the Hawks last year. You know, they weren't so damn sloppy on defense. Offensively, you know, we were and we just got rid of it, you know, everybody. But he must have saw something, you know, and we were kind of, you know, we were 10-win team last year. And then, you know, you get rid of your quarterback, which Gino I don't think was the answer, but at least he was solid and steady. Hold on, I'm going to get the girls in the car here, and I'll talk a little bit more. All right, hold on. Okay, that's you. You go on that side. Atta girl. All right, come on. Oh. So much sand. Come here. Come on. But, you know, it's, you know, football is, I mean, I love football, don't get me wrong, but it's lost something. I don't know what is going on with it. What Goodell has done. Go ahead. But, you know, it just doesn't feel the way it does. Like, I was actually thinking, because the Seahawks are playing Jacksonville this year. I go, maybe I'll take my daughter to go see that. And I just realized it's it's not that much fun to watch. It really isn't. You know, it's not like a hockey game when you take a, you know, when you go to a hockey game, you know, it's constant action, you know, and you know, it just I mean, and I love football. I grew up playing it. You know, and everything like that, and it just no, you know, I don't sense it. Oh, air. It's gonna be 90 here today. 90. That's a good time, right? Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. There we go, girls. All right. I'll cool it down for you because I got that air thing that blows in the back. It does suck getting old. Yeah, it sure does. I mean, there's no, you know, everybody's got to do it. You know, it's just one of those things. Time waits for no one. You know, and, you know, you just make the best of it, you know. You go out with your boots on, like I always say. And if you can do that, that's a pretty damn good thing. That's for doggone sure. So I am going to head home and get all the auction stuff done. Those of you that have won, you'll probably get something by midday, an email telling you, giving you the instructions of everything that you need to do. Because I gotta finish packing it all, weigh the boxes, tape the boxes up, create the shipping label. Then I let you know how much everything is. And the pirate ship has been glorious. Just makes everything so much easier. And you know, they're affordable. You know, you take it down here, I was paying almost double for shipping, you know, down to a you know, a local shipping agency, and it was horrible. But I've got one more in me, probably in June, the beginning of June, and then by mid-June you're going to be seeing a big difference in the channel. I think you already have in a way. I've been having fun doing the video game stuff. I've been having fun covering a lot of different types of cheaper board games, and you know, trying to, you know, just not be an infomercial. It's just not my thing. So you know, like I said, we're doing our best to try to bring you the best, that's for sure. And I hope you guys are enjoying it, and those of you that aren't, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So if you guys can hit the like button and subscribe, as always, I'd always appreciate it. It always helps us out and keeps us going, and we'll just do the best that we can do and just keep doing the best. Me and the pups. Hey guys, Bella, what's up? Where's Gabby? Oh, Gabby's all the way in the back. Oh, there's Gabs. There's little Gabs. Yeah, we're just gonna do our same old thing that we always do. Just putz around. All right, I will be live Tuesdays and Thursdays. Of course, we got a ton of videos coming up this week. A lot of good stuff. I've really been packing these things pretty good. I forgot, this week is a lot of board game stuff. Kind of backed off the video game stuff. The reason there was a lot last week was the new pinball came out, and they sent me a code, and I wanted to make sure that I reviewed it properly. And oh, wow, it's the best game on VR. It's so much fun. I am just enjoying that so much. I just enjoy the whole VR thing, period. But I'm also enjoying my emulators, and I brought in a small emulator from Amazon because it was $69 for it was $99 for 100,000 games, and I wanted to see how this little box did with my arcade stick, my tank stick. So I'm going to be filming that this week. I'm trying to give you guys some stuff that, you know, I have a bad feeling, you know, no matter what happens, things are going to get weird, because there's so much pushback from this one and that one, and people just making things tough on the ordinary guy, and I just try to find things that are affordable, fun, and that you can break up your day with, with times being so weird the way they are. They definitely are. Trust me, I'm not going Bruce Springsteen on you. Well, all I can say is I hope you all have a really great day. Go Leafs, go. Go. All right? Or else, they win the whole thing and you're happy, or they lose at some point. But boy, I'd like to get to the third round. And it comes down to one game. Let's just put it all on the ice and see what happens. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really hoping that we can pull this out, especially since my daughter's a new hockey fan. It'd be fun to see a series win with her. She's going to come up. We go down to Wawa. I load her up with dippity dots that she likes, and candy bars and smoothies, and we sit there and we watch the game. So, well, we're going to go see how it goes. So, and I live in Florida too, right? You think I would root for Florida? No way. Go Leafs, go. All right, I love you all. Have a great weekend. And those of you that won, I will be sending some information to you in the next 5 or 6 hours. So until then, my dear friends, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.